Hello and welcome to today's video where we'll be discussing the exciting launch of SpaceX's Starship rocket. As confirmed by Elon Musk, this is the second attempt for the groundbreaking flight after a pressurization issue upended the company's initial test. According to the company's updated mission description, teams are working towards a launch date of April 20 for the first flight test of a fully integrated Starship and Super Heavy rocket. This is a crucial step towards SpaceX's ultimate goal of human travel to Mars. The reason for the April 20 launch date is that SpaceX will need a minimum of 1 day to prepare the Starship rocket system for another attempt at orbital flight. This launch will be the initial step in the company's ambitious journey back to the Moon and eventually Mars. We can't wait to see what the future holds for SpaceX and their groundbreaking technology. Stay tuned for more updates on this exciting event. Right now a huge caravan of liquid oxygen and liquid nitrogen trucks is refilling the OTF tanks in preparation for the launch. The launch is scheduled for Thursday and the window will open at 8:28 a.m. CT and close at 9:30 a.m. The company will also be live streaming the launch attempt on their website starting about 45 minutes before liftoff. The Starship spacecraft will be launched using a massive Super Heavy rocket booster which houses 33 engines. The plan is for the rocket to roar to life and vault the spacecraft off its ground pad, which lies within the SpaceX facilities on the coast of South Texas, sending the vehicle soaring out. Unfortunately, the launch was called off over the Gulf of Mexico due to a pressurization issue. According to the SpaceX broadcast, a pressure and valve appeared to be frozen, so the launch had to be postponed. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk tweeted that the team continued to execute some launch operations and kept the countdown clock going in a practice run referred to as a wet dress rehearsal. Even after making the decision to wave off the launch attempt, they ultimately paused the countdown clock with only 40 seconds left. If the company were to move forward with the liftoff, mission controllers would have had to restart the countdown clock. It's disappointing news for the company and space enthusiasts around the world who were eagerly anticipating the launch. However, safety always comes first in the world of space travel, and it's crucial to ensure that everything is functioning properly before liftoff. According to SpaceX's principal integration engineer, John Insprecher, the rocket will be given a final go for launch at T-30 seconds. It's not uncommon for first-time launches to be delayed as engineers work out any issues that may not have been apparent during prior testing. For example, the NASA Space Launch System rocket underwent 4 attempts to complete a wet dress rehearsal and 2 launch attempts before it finally took off in November 2022. After 2 years of explosive tests, regulatory hurdles, and public hype from SpaceX's CEO Elon Musk, the test flight is finally scheduled for Monday's liftoff. Musk has been leading the charge on this project and it's exciting to see it finally come to fruition. Success is not a given in this kind of launch, and it would be insane to expect it. In fact, SpaceX CEO Elon Musk has warned that if the Super Heavy booster were to explode on the launch pad, it could cause extensive damage to the steel infrastructure surrounding it, and SpaceX would have to spend a few months rebuilding the launch site. Musk added during a Twitter Spaces event on Sunday that if they get far enough away from the launch pad before something goes wrong, he would consider it to be a success. So, while we're all hoping for a smooth launch, it's important to remember that this will be the debut space flight of a powerful and complex vehicle. Unlike NASA, which tends to avoid risks, SpaceX has a history of embracing the possibility of test flights exploding as they see it as an opportunity to learn and improve. Additional rockets are already being made for future test flights, so regardless of the outcome of this launch, SpaceX will continue to push the boundaries of space exploration. So let's keep our fingers crossed for a successful launch, but also keep in mind that this is a high-risk endeavor and we should temper our expectations accordingly. In the world of space exploration, SpaceX's Starship is a game-changer. While NASA's Space Launch System, SLS, is currently the most powerful rocket in the world. Starship is said to have nearly double the thrust and a unique advantage of returning to a soft landing on Earth for reuse. Unlike SLS, which relies on hardware from the 1970s, Starship represents a modern entrepreneurial approach to rocket design. With the ability to be refueled in orbit, Starship has the potential to carry an unprecedented amount of cargo, making it a revolutionary technology for space exploration. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson may boast about the power of SLS, but Starship represents the future of space exploration. For years, SpaceX's Starship has attracted a massive following of fans, who have eagerly tracked its design iterations and made pilgrimages to SpaceX's Starship facility in South Texas. And now, the Starship's promise of deep space travel, potentially making life on Mars a reality, has won over NASA, which awarded SpaceX a $2.9 billion contract to use the vehicle as part of its Artemis program, to return people to the lunar surface. The Starship will also be far less expensive to operate than NASA's current moon rocket, the Space Launch System, because it is reusable and can be refueled in orbit, although the launch will be the first time SpaceX has attempted to fly the full vehicle. The company's CEO, Elon Musk, has warned fans not to expect too much, as he has emphasized the importance of understanding what goes wrong in test flights, and the risk of the Super Heavy booster exploding on the launch pad. If the Starship spacecraft successfully launches atop the Super Heavy booster, it would be a remarkable achievement given the rocket's size and complexity. Success for this test flight will be measured by the knowledge gained, which will improve the probability of future success, according to a statement from SpaceX. The potential of Starship extends beyond exploration and can also revolutionize scientific research. With its capacity to carry massive amounts of cargo, the telescope and instrument payloads that can be sent into space are being reimagined. In its fully reusable form, Starship has the capability to lift over 100 metric tons, or more than 220,000 pounds, to the Moon and even more to low Earth orbit, according to SpaceX's 2020 user guide. In comparison, NASA's current version of the SLS can carry 27 metric tons to the Moon, with an upgrade in the works that could increase that to 38 metric tons if successful. The potential of Starship's capabilities will qualitatively alter how astrophysics missions can be built. As stated in a physics article, a trio of astronomers and physicists wrote an article today discussing how the Starship spacecraft has the potential to revolutionize astrophysics missions by allowing for larger and heavier payloads than traditional NASA rockets. According to a report by the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine, Starship's cargo capacity can significantly reduce the need for costly reductions in size and mass of payloads. This increased cargo space simplifies the mission design process and saves enormous amounts of cost. Starship's ability to accommodate payloads that are significantly larger and heavier than traditional NASA planetary payloads will transform astrophysics missions. The article notes that Starship's generous cargo space may take some time for the space industry to grow into, but its potential to enhance exploration is undeniable. Of course, SpaceX needs to successfully launch Starship first, and we wish them all the best for their upcoming launch. As always, we encourage you to share your thoughts and ideas in the comments section.